You ever fall into the trap of believing that the life you're living right now is a waiting room or just something you need to get through to get on with the rest of your life, the life that you actually want? I think at one time or another we all have. We often think that, man, as soon as I get older, as soon as I find that special someone and get married, maybe when I have kids, maybe when I get that perfect job, or when I retire, then I'll be living that life I want, and I'll be able to spend all the time I want with God, and I'll be out doing this wonderful ministry in the world just like He wants me to. But right now, I don't have the time. We're often not very present in the present. We're always looking for a different situation to help us pursue God better. That's exactly what Paul is talking about in 1 Corinthians 7. He frames it here as relationships and being single and married because he's answering a question that he was asked. But I mean, when you read it and just look at what it's about, you could substitute anything with those relationship issues, because that's all things that we put in front of our relationship with God, and it draws us away from Him rather than closer. I want to share verse 17. He says, each of you should continue to live in whatever situation the Lord has placed you, and remain as you were when God first called you. He continues in verse 23. God paid a high price for you, so don't be enslaved by the world. Each of you, dear brothers and sisters, should remain as you were when God first called you. And man, you know, that line, God paid a high price for you. Coming off of Easter weekend, man, that just really hit home and resonated for me. How often do we really think about the price that was paid by Jesus, that we have this access to God? And we often are waiting for our situation to change so that we can grow that relationship, or, you know, when I get there, then I'll do this. And man, that's a tough spot to be in. God's got us in situations right now so that we can steward them and represent Him well in them, that people might meet Jesus right now, that we might draw closer to Him in relationship by spending the time with Him. But so often we're looking for things to change. Yeah, in this example, Paul is talking about being single or married, and how, man, if I was single, I'd have so much time. And you know, that's true, right? But often when we're single, we as humans occupy our time by looking for that special someone and saying, man, life isn't right if I'm not with somebody. And conversely, when we're married, you can use all the excuses of having a family or having a spouse that, oh, I don't have time. I got to put the kids to bed. I don't have time to quiet time with God. Are you kidding me? My life's too busy. We're going to softball and volleyball and all this stuff that I just, when the kids go to bed, I'm exhausted. Well, yeah, that's true too. But God is calling us into His presence. We need to make that time. And that's what Paul's calling us out on. Just not saying, man, I wish my situation was different. We should take our situation now and see how God's equipping us in it to draw ourselves closer and draw others closer to Him, because that's really our mission as Christians, right? Discipleship, helping one another draw closer to God. So in the end here, I would just say that, you know, often we're looking at tomorrow's dreams and promises, and we should be looking at today's mission. Where does God have me today? What's that one little step I can do today that's going to draw me and others closer to God? So yeah, maybe take some time and read 1 Corinthians 7 and just see how it speaks to you. But that's kind of what I got out of it. I just thank you for your time here and appreciate you tuning in to Wednesday Wisdom. If you want to join us with a comment or a like below or whatever, do that as well. We'd love to engage in some good conversation about this chapter. Have a great week.